You guys should around your place. So you got the sauna and you got the cold plunge in the back. Yeah, that's dope.
Have you done that?
I've done it. Yeah, I've been sauning. I mean, that's every time I see you talk about the cold plunge and the sauna, I'm like, yeah, that's my guy. That's
cold
what I
plunge
do.
Is the best.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
both
usually
of them reset your brain so well.
Yeah, I usually go to the Russian bathhouse in New York and L.A. and then also the Korean spa. I love it.
Ari loves that Russian bathhouse in New York. He's always going to those. Yeah, it's the best. It's so good for your body.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, it's great. Yep.
Wait, you living in Vegas still?
No, I kept a place there, but I moved back to LA.
Oh.
Yeah, so
How is it?
It's cool.
It's all right? Everything's good?
Yeah, everything's awesome. It's I don't want to tell you where my house is. There's people listening. But no, I'm very happy there. That's where I was born and raised. Yeah. So it's like, I feel good there, but I like to leave. I like it here, dude.
It's fun.
I fucking love it here. This is really cool here.
It's fun.
And what you're doing is it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole. I mean, it worked out better than I thought it could, but that was kind of the idea.
And I think it was kind of cool that, not kind of cool, but I think just obviously everything is up to this guy upstairs, but I think the 2-year kind of building up to it got your guys better, got everyone better, working at the Vulcan and working around town, and it was this,
For sure.
it was this pimple that everyone was developing, and then finally, boom, the mothership came, and then boom, everyone's like boom, and now it's just boom, 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 and it's this thing,
Well, and also that everybody had kind of shared my sentiments about getting out. Like Tom Segura was one of the first, Tony Hinchcliffe was one of the first. I think Tony came out first. Ron White was actually already here before the pandemic. And it was also one of the reasons why I loved it. Because he was always telling me, he's like, it's the best fucking city. You ain't got to deal with all the bullshit you deal with in Hollywood. And, he would always talk so great about this town.
Well, I think what you're doing for comedy is great. I mean, you're creating this Emerald City for New York and LA and people to come out here. And you got all these stages. And it's great. And then also, Red Band started a club, too.
Yeah, right down the street.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it was a club that already exists, and he bought into it as an investor. And they have a really nice room. I think it's like 500 seats right down the street.
Yeah. And I think it's great because I remember coming to Austin in the 90s when I was touring. And everyone remembers Austin 6th Street music.
Yeah.
Austin 6th Street music. And now it's slowly starting to be comedy is the first thing, and then music is the second thing. And it's great. I think,
that one little spot, you have the Creek in the Cave that's on 7th, and then you have the Vulcan, which is on 6th, and we're on 6th. And then next to the mothership is the Sunset Strip Club. They're all in the same area. You could so guys are walking from club to club and doing sets in town. Yeah. And you guys are doing 4 or 5 sets a night sometimes, especially when they're doing 2 shows in certain places. So it's and then there's other rooms outside. It's like people are starting their own rooms, which always happens. Like open micers, it's one of the things open micers have always done. Like they'll get a Wednesday at some place and they start, having people come in, they work a deal with the door, like really sort of, business-minded open micers have done that forever.
No, it's great. It's great. And you're the leader.
Well, I just did it because I could, It was like one of those things. It was like if someone could, they should, and you can. So why aren't you? Okay, well you should. I had like a talk with myself about it. Like, God damn, do you really want to take on this? Because I would always tell people, be nice to comedy club owners because you don't want to be one. You don't want to be some person hoping that this guy shows up and he wasn't doing coke last night and he isn't on a 2-day bender or he didn't miss his flight or he didn't sleep in or he didn't, there's so many factors dealing with your livelihood if you're a club owner. And then, you have people get too drunk, they're crazy, they do this, they that, they wreck their hotel room. And, you're constantly like putting out fires. So I'm like, if you can make a harmonious relationship with a club owner, do it. Try to be as nice to them as possible. You work together. You don't want to be them. You don't want to open a comedy club. That's too much work. But now I wound up doing it.
Yeah, so what's it like being an owner? You're 100% owner.
Yeah.
100. So what's it like?
Well, it's easy because the people that are running it are great. If it wasn't for Curtis and Adam and Eric and Jody and all the people and Carrie, the people that we knew from the store, if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be able to work like this. Yeah. They have such a long experience in running clubs. So That helps a lot.
And
that's a big factor.
For comics that are listening that want to get in at your club, what's the process? Is it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like put that out there. They could figure it out. The
out.
best way to go do is go to open mic nights. If you're just starting out, or Adam Egit is the talent coordinator. If you're an established comedian, reach out to him. But he's been reaching out to everybody anyway. It's like it's nice. It's been very smooth from the opening jump.
And then mostly the small room is the developmental room?
Not always.
Development
no,
room?
Chappelle did that room. He broke it in the first night. It's a fun room to do sets because it's very intimate because it's 120 seats.
Yeah.
It's really
I love that
in.
room. That was a great room.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm doing your other room, and I did Kill Tony last night, and that was great. So tonight's the first night that I'm going to do a spot in
you'll love it.
In your bigger room.
Yeah, you'll love it. The sound's amazing. We really spent a lot of time making sure that everything was dialed in. And also I brought in Louis C.K., who helped a lot. Louis C.K. Had me change a couple things about the small room, had me make the stage smaller, and lower the ceiling even more. The ceiling was already low. It's like, can you lower it more? I was like, I think we can. Can we lower it more? And then there was like all these discussions. So it actually delayed the opening by a few weeks from his suggestions, but they were all awesome. They were all perfect suggestions. And then everybody else suggested things too. Tony had some suggestions. David Lucas had some suggestions. Like, comics have been coming to visit this for the last year and a half. We've been talking. Do you think we should do this? It's like one of those things. So I get everybody together, and I'm like, okay, should we have screens where you could watch the comics in the green room? Yeah. Okay, what about like if we have a clock over the screen? Like everybody has like a different idea. Okay, what about if we had stars? I think it might have been Brian Simpson that had that idea. We'll have, because the star, like the light in the OR, we have a blue light and a green light. So we have the blue one for the big room and a green one for the little room, and they go off, when it goes off in that room, they go off also inside the green room. So you could be sitting there and go, oh, he's got the light. And you see it, and you just walk right on the stage.
And then when the customer walks in, explain, I know I've seen the video, but they walk in, they go upstairs. The bigger room is on the second floor, and then the smaller room is on the third floor. Is that?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And then
it's horrible. I don't even think of it as having that many floors, but I guess it does.
And then also, I know when I was backstage with you when we were kicking it, you looked at your curtains and you said, "Oh, we got to change the curtain in the big room so it looks like the smaller curtain."
Yeah, the smaller room curtain's a better curtain.
Yeah,
it's weird to be just thinking about those things, but
So should we tell Curtis to do that?
No, it's already done.
Oh, you already did it?
Yeah, it should be this week. It should be put up.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
so it's gonna match.
Yeah, it'll be better.